Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So amidst the food and family gatherings, there's one more football game to be played, and we're away on Thanksgiving night. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Has him on the quick hitter. Racing down the left side. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give him some serious momentum along with a first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd and 7. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New York. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers throwing to start it off. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Secures this at the 17. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35. Very good return as he picks up 20. And it'll be Jets football. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing it to start this drive. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw. Got his target, it's Baker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Along the sideline inside the 25. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Throwing now on first down. He's got him. That's Moss. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front ready to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely throwing it away.
That's caught for the first. And in, touchdown, New York. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pressure comes, Rodgers. This will be caught by Parker. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Another try following the sack. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Rodgers here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll try and throw it here. Moss hauls it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Pass play coming here. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York first down. From the red zone now. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Still sticking with the passing game. Has it in close. And that's a New York touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Chooses to bring this one out. Returns looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now give left side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Third and long, Rodgers. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. 21-0 our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Now here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 39. He'll get this one to Parker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That one's complete right side. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Off play action, Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Working inside the red zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll only get to about the 3.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Hits his running back. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Escapes the pocket. Got for big yards on the right side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets trying to make some noise before halftime. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught for the first. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Going ground game again here. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets continue piling on to this lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. First down throw by Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, Rodgers has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. One final shot before halftime. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. Second down coming up. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
No score, keep together, defense, keep it together.
First and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers set to pass. Diving right side, got it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that deep out to the feet.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Completed to his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
He sends this one to the end zone. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Whew. I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He finds space into the red zone, and he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Complete out to the right side. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, New York. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets grow their lead yet again. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins continuing to fight at least. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hauled in left side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He's on the move. Finds his man over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now looking to throw. That's completed right side. And they get to him, but this is a 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets trying to end this before the final quarter. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets continue adding on to that lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. A give now from the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
From the 46. Short pass brought in. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Rodgers here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now they have third and short. Rodgers will look to throw. He brings it in. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
1 quarter left until we... This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Now Rodgers. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided. PAT effort coming up. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Buys time, rolling right. This one taken in by Baker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They'll run here on first down. And he's tackled for a short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's going to be caught by Carter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. A great effort not rewarded. That punches the crossbar and bounces backward. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that.
And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing it to start this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Back to throw now. Complete out to the right. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a fourth down instead.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
First and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion. First down throw by Rodgers. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Second and 4. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And now they need to get more on third down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing once again, Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 1st down from the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Jets have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. Throwing deep down the near. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety. And those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
So the win goes to the Jets. And they're going to get to celebrate both the Thanksgiving holiday and the victory over the coming days, with more time than normal coming up between games.